Hello boys and girls, so Nero here. This is gonna be a very quick video about some updates that we got after 2 weeks of playing with this deck, the Saheeli Radiant Creator Basic Land Fetcher. And we did 2 weeks of playing plus 2 tournaments, which one of them we won. Ooh, free Mondrag, baby, let's go! And okay, by the way, and we got some updates on the deck, way to play it, new addition, and like very good point potential. Let's go inside. Okay, we're gonna start with two creature addition. The first is Talakos Deceiver. This is an old card, but is very good inside here. We're already using the Volatile Drake from Modern Horizon 3 to gain control of creature and also to generate energy, but Talakos Deceiver is very good and very synergized with the deck. This is a 4 mana 1/1 wizard that has Shadow, that is a very old ability that said basically this creature can block and can be blocked only by creature with Shadow. So basically this card is unblockable, okay? This is basically unblockable. But it has another effect. We can sacrifice it and gain control of target creature permanently, but we gain control of target creature. And we can use the ability only if this guy is unblocked. That is gonna be unblocked, no problem about that. And we can steal more than one creature a turn thanks to Saheeli, because we can make a copy of the Talakos with the Saheeli ability and just mesh with a 5/5 that we can sack to gain the creature, and that is very good. Always with the same thinking about gaining control of creature, we got Spawn Broker. This was one of my favorite cards during the Ravnica era. This was the first edition of Ravnica, and it's a 3 mana 1/1. Very bad, but it has a neat B effect that when it comes into play, you may exchange control of target creature you control and target creature with power less than or equal to that creature power an opponent's control. It's a 1/1, so you can't exchange a lot of creature that you with something. But when we create a token of the Spawn Broker with Saheeli Radiant Creator, we can now steal a 5/5. With this one, we can steal like a 5/5. I don't know, a 5/6, less than 5 power. We can steal basically a lot of creature in Commander. And if we can't steal by power, we also have the Talakos Deceiver to help us steal a little bit. So now we have basically 3 steal creature, Talakos Deceiver, Spawn Broker, and Volatile Drake from Modern Horizon 3. And they are all good because in this deck they act as removal, they act as creature on the battlefield to copy with Saheeli, and they act also as energy synergy, because a lot of our energy synergy consists in attacking, so the Talakos Deceiver being unblockable, it's very nice. I love how this gain control creature really synergize with Saheeli. But let's move on to other creatures that are on team on the energy team. We saw Pima Trailblazer, this card that we already had inside the deck, was very good. Like having a generation of energy on dealing damage on attack, basically in combat phase, it's essential. Okay, when you want to win with extra combat, when you want to win with extra combat. Like having the ability to generate energy on the attack, it's wonderful. So to double down on the Pima Trailblazer utility, we added Imperial Voyager. This is an old card from the first Kaladesh Aether Revolt era. It's basically a flying trample 2/3 for 3 mana, flying, already having the evasion that we want. And whenever it deals damage, you get that many energy counter, exactly like the Pima Trailblazer. Just a little less strong, because the Pima Trailblazer can be exhausted to draw cards. And like the Imperial Voyager, we added an Aurora Shifter. I wasn't sure about this card. This card come from the Modern Horizon 3 precon. But I found that having 3 creatures that does that has the same effect of when it deals combat damage to a player, you get that many energy counter. I think we need the 3 because it's we need that kind of attacks when we want to finally combo off. And the good thing about the Aurora Shifter is that Aurora Shifter is a copy guy itself, because when you start the combat on your turn, you may pay 2 energy, and this guy became a copy of any creature, okay, that you have on your control, and it retains the energy production effect. So, like for example, you can have this on the battlefield, and another creature that doesn't like produce energy. Let's say that you have the Rampant Rejuvenator on the battlefield. You can copy. You go on combat. You can stack the trigger. So like Saheeli, make a copy of the Rampant Rejuvenator, and then the Aurora Shifter became a copy of the Rampant Rejuvenator. Now I made a mistake saying the Rampant Rejuvenator because it's a 0/0. Let's say the Primeval Herald, okay, or an Overlord of the Antus, okay, that is better. But basically the Aurora Shifter is gonna be a 5/5 that smash and gain energy. That is wonderful. So Aurora Shifter and Imperial Voyager are 2 very good creatures for energy generation. We love it. Perfection. Now we add another creature to the ramp aspect of the deck. This time this creature is almost like Goldvein Hydra, since it's not gonna synergize or ramping basic lands, but it's gonna ramp a lot. This creature is Chittering Dispatcher. It's also 3 mana, so it feels very good with our curve for the copy ramp. And let's see this creature. Okay, already Myriad. Myriad is a very good ability, and if you create copy, if your deck is already creating copy of stuff, having Myriad, you can synergize even way better. Basically, this creature, when it attacks, Myriad is gonna trigger. Myriad said that when this creature attack, for each opponent that is not attacking, you create a copy of this creature, and you're gonna exile this creature at the end. This creature, when it leaves the battlefield, you create a colorless Eldrazi spawn. So basically, if you have this on turn 3, turn 4 you can, or turn 2, turn 3 or turn 4, then you can attack with this, and you're gonna always create 3 Eldrazi spawn. If they kill this, is gonna create 4, but you're gonna always create 3. And if you copy this with Saheeli, you're gonna create 7 Eldrazi spawn. So another way to generate a lot of mana. And since we are playing a lot of artifact, those Eldrazi spawn are perfect to sacrifice for artifact spell. This Chittering Dispatcher is a very nice addition to the copy ramp. Okay, the last 4 addition to the deck we're gonna find in Determined Iteration. Determined Iteration, it's an insane card that I didn't even know it existed, because it's from I think the New Capenna precon. Yeah, it's here. New Capenna Commander. New Capenna Commander. And it's actually insane. Like, if you can put this on turn 2 or the exact turn that you are using the Saheeli ability, you are basically doubling your token. Like, this is in this deck, like it's in the Satya deck. The Satya is the other energy commander. This enchantment is basically a 2 mana doubling season. It's 2 mana parallel lives, because in the Saheeli gameplay, like that I experienced in 2 weeks, you don't want to make I don't know 60 tokens, because the tokens that you are creating, those are not like oh yeah, some scout mob tokens, some elf tokens, some little human tokens. No, what we are creating are actually impactful token of permanent that we or our opponent control. So like having the ability for 2 mana every turn to create another copy of that permanent that is not gonna be sacrificed to the effect of the Saheeli. This card is beautiful. This card is insane, and it works very very good, because the mana, I will not stress enough this. The low cost on mana on some of these cards make the deck viable. Like we are trying to take out every 6 mana, 7 mana spell or more. Even if our goal is to ramp like crazy, we can't afford to run like very very costly spell. Why? Because we need mana open on the opponent's turn. Why? Okay, Cyclonic Rift, that's why. Okay, but what is under Cyclonic Rift? Evacuation. There was at least 3 people, okay, that fucking scooped when I did the evacuation for the 4th time, thanks to the Eternal Witness. Thanks to Eternal Witness. Okay, why evacuation? I think evacuation is a little bit better than Cyclonic Rift in this deck. Don't cite me on that. Don't take me in consideration after saying that. But when we are ramping so much that we have 12 lands that are few for this deck, because we can ramp 14 lands in a turn, but that's another topic. When we have so many lands and so many enter the battlefield creature trigger, evacuation for us, it became not only a way to polish the board and to just survive, but a way to double all our stuff. Evacuation is basically our second Cyclonic Rift. Oh my god, evacuation, boys! I'm having an orgasm. Okay, evacuation is just too good. I didn't understand. It's because it's an instant. It's not a sorcery. And now the next card that I'm gonna show, it's a sorcery, so it's not as strong. It has some good points, but it's not an instant. So evacuation, Cyclonic Rift, those are insanely good, but evacuation is very nice. It's a very nice spot here. The sorcery card that I was talking about is Season of Weaving. I was thinking about that we in this deck for mass removal we run only the Blasphemous Act, and we needed something else. Adding Season of Weaving, that is a 6 mana sorcery spell, you can do plenty of stuff. You have you get 5 paws, okay, yeah, the 5 cat paws, and then you can choose how many you want to spend. You can choose to spend 1 to draw a card, 2 to choose an artifact or creature and make a copy, and 3 to return each non-land permanent to its owner end. So, in like the same way I was talking for evacuation, the mass bouncing when we have so many lands is gonna create advantage for us over the opponent. The fact that we can return each non-land permanent and at the same time create an artifact or creature copy of something that we have, okay, it's good. It's good in this deck. It's good, okay, because we can have a double. Where is the little guy? Where is the little guy? Here. We can Hey, where is the conduit? We can have like a double decoction module, and double decoction module, it's insane. We can have a double Gonti Aether's Heart, the insane, like super energy regeneration. We can create copy of those insane artifact generation of energy, that we are going to propel ourselves so fast in front of our opponents that it's gonna be GG. Okay, we can also like either Flux Conduit. Having 2 either Flux Conduit on the battlefield, every spell that we cast, we're gonna gain double the cost of that spell. So like Season of Weaving, if Season of Weaving can copy any of the big or even some of the small energy generation artifact, you are skyrocketing the match. Literally skyrocketing the match. And these are the best addition. The Evacuation, Season of Weaving, in complement with the Cyclonic Rift and with the Eternal Witness and Pinnacle Monk, that can be copy each turn to get the spell back. This is a really oppressive way of playing this deck. And don't forget that we always got lands on the opponent turn if we ramp right. And we always gonna have some mana to spend. So like instant speed stuff, insane. Last instant speed, we just added Electro Siphon because I realized that we had an insane amount of open mana during the opponent's turn. So I wanted to try this Electro Siphon. It performed very good, just because of the high mana concentration of this deck. So it was perfect. Now, this hurts a little bit, but last card that I want to show, it's a card that generated from an error in the previous video. We used Dead Sprint. Let's see if we can find it. No, Grim Reaper Sprint. Yeah, we used this card in the deck last time. Because we thought about copying it with the Saheeli. But right away, the same exact day that we published the video, there was a discourse with some viewer, and yeah, we just went over it. We didn't see that this is not gonna trigger because Saheeli is gonna make the copy on your combat phase, and the Grim Spear Reaper, the Grim Reaper Sprint, sorry boys, my Italian is contagious, and it's gonna trigger only if you are in the main step, okay, in the main phase. So this, we took it out, very embarrassing, but going through my old album of Ravnica, Ravnica was so good. We found the perfect solution in Breath of Fury. Breath of Fury is a 4 mana enchantment that you can enchant a creature you control. Where every time the enchantment creature you control deals damage, you can sack Breath of Fury and keep it to another creature. And if you do, untap all creature, another combat phase. This is something that we can copy with Saheeli. But it doesn't have any sense to copy with Saheeli. Why? Because using Breath of Fury can make us focus the effect of Saheeli to other creature that we can then sacrifice to trigger the effect of Breath of Fury and having infinite combat. So like the evasion creature are gonna synergize a lot with the Breath of Fury, and also the trampling creature. Aurora Shifter, Pina Trailblazer, the Imperial Voyager, like all big tramply creature or flying creature. Also, let's think about that all the token made with Whirler Virtuoso are gonna be top tier, and Whirler Virtuoso is something that you can make 20 token on turn 5, okay, if you have the mana generation artifact in play, the energy generation. So like even if you have 20 top tier and you equip a top tier with Breath of Fury, you're gonna kill the table. That the Breath of Fury, I think it's an insane find for the deck because it helps you create even more massive bird, since you don't have to copy Breath of Fury with Saheeli, but you have to copy anything else on the deck, anything else. Okay, basically these are the additions that we made to the deck. We didn't stop. Okay, thank you for coming and for listening to the new updates. And the next video is gonna be about this card. Where is the Nissa? Nissa, where are you? The next video is gonna be about Nissa Warsoul Speaker, because in one of the game I resolved my entire deck in one turn, thanks to the Nissa ability of paying 8 mana, or of paying 8 energy to cast stuff instead of paying the mana cost, and the energy generation of land entering the battlefield. So we builded, we are building, but we have basically finished to build mono green Nissa Warsoul Speaker Storm. That is nice. I'm recording the video in this time, and I am eager to let you guys see this deck because it's insanely fun. Thank you, by the way, for coming, and I hope you have a good week, boys, and good magic, and a good energy generation madness. Ah, bi ba bi ba bi ba bi ba 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 bi ba 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 ba.